So because I'm all alone, welcome guys to my YouTube channel. It's planting session, and I think my hands are full, so now I can do it by myself because no one is around. So I just put the beans and I cover it up because we don't use fertilizer. The land is so fertile. And also because we lack rains, that is why in fact I've been throwing tomatoes everywhere. If you can see, there are lots of tomatoes. I want them to dispatch everywhere. That is what I'm doing. It is my intention to have tomatoes in here because these little tomatoes, they are so sweet. So I want like to make this type of a farm very good for anyone who will come to plow, weed, and also do mulching. They will be having tomatoes. You know, and here in Nairobi, when people come to do like to give you the service for a day, you pay them 500 to 800 per day. And in fact, they come, even if they come at 8, at 10, at 11, as long as they've come and they get out of your farm from 5 or 4 p.m., you give them 500 to 800. That is how unique this place is. So there is money in farming. I wish there could be rain so that even me, I try and go to people's farms. I see how they do services. Because they say no breakfast, but at least instead, if they don't have lunch, you just pay them good amount, 500 to 800. Whereby up country, we pay people by like 200, 400. You see, that is so unique. It's different. That is how it is. So for now, I've finished here the beans, and this is the one for corn. So I jump one, I skip one, I start again. Yeah. So I'll be doing it while recovering it because I have no one to help me to cover up. And if you put too much sand, you'll be covering them because when the rains come, sometimes the water floods here. It floats here. So it is better that you don't put a lot of sand so that they will pop up again very fast. So what is funny, you see the lands here, the lying lands, some of them are on sale and some of them people have obtained them, but now because they can't have time to come and plant, so like this one is someone's land, the owner is this one, and this one is someone different. The house you're seeing, there is someone different. This one which is lying here, someone different. That is another farm. That is another farm. I'm telling you what is happening. So because they are not here, it is an added advantage for us. They tell you like, can you please keep watch on my piece of land. You can do farming, you can do anything until when they are ready to come and do construction. But for now, because they are not here, like this one he has already done construction, but he hasn't finished. So he's not yet ready to move in here. And like you keep an eye on his premises, you do farming. And now that is the other side. Yes, mama, shiko habari. Poa sana. Nipo mama. She's asking me if I'm planting, and I'm telling her yes. You know, they've never seen me doing this mama's duty because she's usually the only one who is around here. In fact, this is the longest time I've stayed in mama's place. Yeah, we call it mama's place because she's the one here. Now she has gone to, she has stuck home, the other side of her home, Gusii land. This is not our origin of home. It is a home that we like obtained, like when you want to live somewhere, you love the place and then you say, let me go and buy land somewhere and stay there. So the place looks like more of remote than where we come from, because the other side it is vice versa. It is densely populated. See that? So the ambience, the calmness, the climate. Okay, the climate here, I can say it is good or favorable if already you've managed to construct a building of bricks like that one. That's our neighbor, but he's also not here. He has another home in Joska. That's another one. He lives in Turkana. You know, people are having lands here. This one, which is here next to the post. That one. This one is next here. This one stays in Pipeline. This one stays in Kayole. I'm telling you guys, we are like different. The only one who is like a landowner is this one. They were given by their parents, but all of us, most of us, like 1 out of 10 is the one who is a resident here. No, like the owners of here, but most of us were residents in here. We bought land here, we just stay because this is called Joska Brigand School. That is Brigand. If you see like some red iron sheets the other side, that is Brigand. I can zoom for you so that you can understand. From here to Brigand is 5 minutes walk. 5 to 10 minutes. That's Brigand School. It's Brigand Girls School and also Brigand Mixed School. Yeah, you see that? That is Brigand, our neighborhood. So whenever you come, you say Brigand, and then the swimming pool is here where you see the greenhouse. So you say, I'm going to Brigand School, Joska Brigand School, in the greenhouse. You can say greenhouse or swimming pool. Yeah, that is how you acknowledge here when you want to use the motorbike to come here. So farming is good when you have like water or the rains, but now due to scarcity of rain, that's the problem here. The sand here is black cotton sand, which is so good and fertile for farming, but the problem we are having is scarcity of rain. And the water here is salty, but it is so clean, very clean. So the only thing you can do when you come here, you be ready, you construct a borehole for yourself. You can buy materials. Materials here are a bit expensive because due to transportation. So you can just look the way to chip in and do it. You have to prepare yourself probably because even the mansions, you pay them highly than the other side of the countryside. So that is because here is within Nairobi. But if you come and you are already well prepared, this is the best place to live than even Ushago, because as much as by the way, if I compare this place when coming to the main town, like from here to Nairobi town, and going and coming back of here, it's worthy a transport of going to my home Kisii town. So like 1,000 bob gets finished on the road. So there's no difference, but the difference is that it's within Nairobi. Yeah, Machakos County, Kangundo Road. Yeah, you spend like 1 hour to go to the main city center, the CBD. But I think it's just because of the roads haven't been constructed well. In fact, they are trying. Of late, I'm seeing them doing that so that they can lessen even the transport cash. Because since the petrol went high, we stopped paying 100 bob. We are paying 150 from here to the main. Can we call it a stage for the main buses where they go the main road? We used to pay like from here to just 100 bob, but now we pay 150. When it rains, 200. Some they will just squander you. They will just ask you for 300 bob. Hey, I'm telling you. But the best thing, security is so nice. I've never had anything of insecurities, and I've never had any conflict. In fact, even at night, even if you come late at 2 a.m., you just come. It's your home. Nothing. Use a motorbike, you come safely. The only problem we had is when we had COVID-19. The police, they became so harsh on us for people who used to come this way, because also the border guys didn't have that security. They got scared. Some of our neighbors were killed because they were using the motorbikes. They were the motorbike riders, border riders. If they pass the curfew time, like if it's past 10 p.m. and they are being found on the curfew, they were like finished. Their lives were taken. We have like our neighbors here. 2 of them lost their lives due to that season. Their home is down there, next behind this building, the flat there. So that's the only problem we had, like that time. People used to come at home like now it's 6 p.m. It's almost 7. People used to come inside like how can I say like chicken. The time the poultry come home, that's when people used to rush home so that the policemen won't find them on the way. Yeah. So guys, what I usually like say, inshallah, even me, I'm opting to have another land somewhere within here because I love the place so good. If you already manage to construct a house and put whatever the necessities, you can do farming, because it's the best place you can do farming without, so it's not hectic. If you put things like down here, no need to plow, but you will come and monitor them. If you're around, you can be having vegetables to sell, because from here to the main center, people have difficulties to go and access vegetables. And of late, because it's fewer people who do it, most of them here are landowners and, can we say, tycoons, and they don't have time. They are being like, they are working in parastatals, like in government offices, so they don't have even time to come and do farming. Sometimes they just come when maybe it's at late night, like now in the evening. So even if they leave people to manage them, the staffs, they don't do it like accordingly. So farming is the way to go in this side also, as much as the rains are lesser. If it rains, like if I say like it rains 1 hour here or 30 minutes, the soil will obtain the water. It will retain the water for the next 3 to 4 days. Even the roads would not be like so good for transportation, you see. So sometimes I prefer this place. It has more advantages. If you want here, you can put like an hardware. The place is so good because it's developing. You can put agrovet, you can put a chemist, an M-Pesa, you can put a shop. But despite you put the shop, you need to have your regulations, because if it will be too much friendly, also they be using you. That's what I have seen here. But if you know what brought you here, you put friendship aside, and then you work by your own stability, and then you know how to respect your job. That is it. Even any job, it's like that. Because I've ever worked one time, I've ever opened a business in my home. The people who bring you down are your family members. So that is unique. So you have also to have that principle, like those etiquettes. Like, this is my business. This is like my office. If you just take like, you want me to loan you something for today, and then tomorrow you pay, you have to also consider that I need the cash to facilitate or bring other stuff to make the stock full. So this is the best place. Yeah, as much as we can think. And you can see people have not even fenced. Like some years, 2-3 years ago, people got scared of what can we say, hyenas, because of the wrong grasses. The grass was so wrong, so people were scared of them. But of recently, due to COVID-19, people started constructing like the other side. If I zoom, you will see people constructed in hurry. So that side behind the school, behind Brigham School, they call it Corona Estate. Yeah, because people were in hurry, they get scared, they didn't have cash to pay for the rent. So those people had already owned land, they had to vacate. So nowadays they're like walking from their home to their business areas. They're residing from their home, that is it, which is also good. Bariasi John. So which is also good and is accommodative. Apart from then, it has lessened their lifestyle and also it has made them to add some ideas like you can do more than farming. And I've seen a lot of people here have a lot of poultry, pigs, and it's doing good. So what we have is like a lack of support, and you can find someone has an idea. Kuja hapa, kuja hapa, kuja, come here, come. Where are you coming from? Come. This is how unique it is, and it's not my dog. How are you? How are you? Hi. Hi. Sasa. How are you? Hey, how are you? Bas. Nimekusalimia. Bas, Habubi. Thank you. So the beans are done here. I throw my cup here. I go bring the corn. Oh, so guys, that's how unique it is. This is our neighbor's dog, and in fact, even their home is there on that side, almost the greenhouse, and my home is there outside. So that's how funny we can be with animals when you get access to them. So I'm trying to cover up before I take the corn, so that I can't forget. So whatever you put, what I'm loving about farming, whatever you put, as much as you put, there is hope. Me, I can say there is hope, because there is hope in anything you do. You won't lose anything by trying. You won't be losing anything by trying. Just keep on pushing. Things will smile one day. Like now we are having tough moments looking for work. I'm telling you, you go somewhere, you are looking for work, and you are like, hey, Jesus, what is it with this African life of ours? So I'm trying to see. There's corn on. What also we are having here, which is affecting us, is a locust. Because we don't have enough rains, the locusts are like smashing the crops. They are eating, and we have different kind of black cockroaches underneath the soil. So as much as you do farming, we have things to gain and to lose. So you have to be optimistic, and you have to be patient in anything you do. Remember that you have to sweat, you have to struggle, you have to commit yourself, and then it will happen, it will come. So it's like when we go to search for jobs. Sometimes we go to the offices, we don't find what we've gone there to search for. Or you get a different opinion or answer, and you've already sweat, given that's all. Like you've written your CV according to the way it is, you've spent some cash, you've paid some expenses, you incur a lot before you succeed. So also keep trying. The sky is the limit, and let no one deceive you that luck will come find you sitting down. Just stand up, fight for your rights, no, do what is good for you, and also just thank God for every situation, because I know one day it will come to happen the way your plans are, the way you've been praying for, whatever you've been discerning. Just put on your efforts. And also, if guys, you can find a way to assist a brother or a sister if you can, because people are having like mental illness out here. People have tried, people have different grades, qualifications, they are looking for work, they ain't finding them. And also people are sleeping hungry. So if you wake up in the morning, you find yourself like healthy, you find food on your table, and you can talk to someone, you can make someone smile, please just share the smile. Yeah. Hey, the previous week I walked the streets of Nairobi, hey, door after door, looking for work, office after another one. Like, I'm feeling like I need to do something within Kenya. As much as I'm doing this farming and other stuff, I need like to have a side hustle, because I have kids in school, and whatever I'm doing now, it hasn't started fully to generate cash. It takes a period of time for you to get settled, or for whatever that you are doing to accommodate you. So it needs patience. Even in a business, you need to take 3 to 6 months before you settle down, or before like your job picks up. There's a main road here. It's not far. There's a main road here. Oh, can't wait to be in this stuff, in this machine. Can we call it a German machine or American machine? I don't know, but I know it's a machine. Because some of us were entitled to multitask. We have a lot in our brains going. So the only thing you do is you have to walk away out of your satisfactory, or out of your best whatever. You need to sacrifice. I'm telling you. I wish I could. Sometimes I calculate myself the way I used to hustle, multitask when my kids were younger, when they were babies, like infants or toddlers. It is not the way I'm doing now, and I don't know how. I don't know why. I used to multitask, guys. I remember my story in raising my kids. Oh my God, Bruno! It's been a while. How are you? How did you know I'm here? Wow, guy, look at this one. Bruno has come to say hi. Bruno, I'm planting. How are you, ya Baba? Long time. It's been like 1 month I haven't seen him. Bruno, Sasa, Bruno. Bruno, how are you? The last time I saw Bruno, we made a video. From that day, haven't seen him. Hi, Bruno. Hi, ya Baba. Hi. Oh my God. I can't touch you. If I start cuddling you, it's past time for me to be in the farm. Bruno, I miss you. Bruno, you're looking good. Thank you for coming. In fact, Bruno comes from down there where the fire is. People are burning these ones. How could we call maize stuff? Because they are scared because of the rains. If the rains come, this will be like, so hectic. They are trying to burn like the grass. Yeah. So guys, I used like to do some laundry, to sell liquid soap, and also I used to plait some people hair. I used to like chonga waru. What is that? Peel the sweet Irish potatoes for people, because where my kibanda is a small little shop with woods or polythene bags like this, but little, very this size. You sell like groceries. I'm having my babies on my back, and also sometimes I fetch water, because we used to live in a big story, like 7th floor story. So there's some neighborhood a chain of plots. So in the neighborhoods, we used like to do what? They want like people to come and do them for them roundaries. But I used to make good money. I won't complain because guys, I used to earn a lot than my late hubby. So even it made him to be jealousy when marriage life has taught me a lot, guys. Even my husband had to leave his work and sit down so for me to feed him. So he was jealous. Like one time, simply because he used to give me like 20 shillings Kenyan money, or 50 bob, or 100 bob, and then he will come and say like, oh Eliza, you know what? When I come, maybe I'll come with vegetables. They give me the 100 bob I gave you, so we need to share. Like if he gave me a 50 bob, he will take 30 bob, I remain with 20 bob. He gives me he gives me half of the money or quarter of the money. But I used to sustain that. I used to understand. So and I'm like, oh my God, this kind of life, hey, will I make it? But love is blind, guys. Let me tell you, love is blind. I used to dedicate myself. I wash clothes for people. I go by the roadside. There are some hawkers who are there within Kayole. I buy bed sheets. I buy sufuria, the utensils, like a housewife. Hey, guys, I used to do weird things in the name of love. I buy my clothes, the baby clothes, my husband's clothes. Even it made him to be more lazier. I used to like, I can buy all the stuffs, and also where I'm going to do the round, because I don't know the kind of relationship, like, you know, there's a place where you can be in touch with someone whom you are working to, the more friendly. You find them like they've made tea for you, 1 packet of milk, there's 1 full bread. By that time bread was 35 shillings, or mandazi, like a full packet, 12 pieces of mandazi, or the cakes, we call them kangumu, or the half cakes, guys. So there's no need for me to go and cook lunch, because already there's food. Some fruits they give me, like some apples. So I was like, oh, I'm really grateful, thank you Jesus. So they will pay me, someone will pay me 200 shillings, another one will pay me 300, according to the size of the basin. That's how it used to work. So I used to come out of the place without using my money. I used to save it. Like I used to put, like, there's a time we had these coins, 20 Kenyan shillings, and we had also the other one, which is 5 bob, 10 bob, the small one, the big one, with some more corners. And oh guys, I'm telling you, sometimes you say life is so sweet when you know you get your sweat. So I used to do like house chores. I do house chores, I get paid, and I provide for my family the necessities. It used to be so lovely. So when he used to come and find unique things, new things, he became jealous. Like, where are you getting the money from? How you have a man? And I'm like, seriously? But the best thing I told him, because you don't trust me, or because you're seeing me looking younger and so beautiful, because I was so brown, like muzungu. And so even he became so anxious, he never wanted even me to have the business. But I told him, you're giving me less money, I need to work to at least support you. And also there's one day he had to raise a conflict, because he joked, he made a joke like more than several times, like, you can shave your hair. I had long hair which was like behind, like almost my butt, like now, like almost my waistline, yeah. So he was like, hey, your hair is too expensive to go and plait, because at that time, sure, they used to charge us double. If you have long hair and it's past your shoulders, they say like your hair takes them time, and it is like, how do we call it? It detangles, so it gives them the stress to plait you. And also I didn't like use the braids. I usually used to be plaited my own plain hair. Hey, he joked, he made a joke, and he said like, Eliza, you need to shave your hair. I will give you 30 shillings. You shave your hair. From today, no plaiting the hair. I told him, no problem. Khalas. Mafi mushkila. And me, I did what? I waited one day. I was very hungry. His cousin had come to the home. We were living in a single room. And when he came, so we were staying together like for 1 week. And the brother, who is the elder brother-in-law, and my sister-in-law, the last born. So we were staying together. Me, my husband, my 2 kids, and his brother and his cousin and the sister-in-law. So one single room. One used to sleep down on the floor, another one on the big chair, us on the bed. Another one fixed the 2 chairs, the little sofa sets, because the sofa sets were there, and he sleeps there. We put a booth. A booth is something like a table which is round for the sofa set. So you put it in the middle of the smaller chairs. This life has taught me a lot, guys. Oh my goodness. Me, whatever the simple life I'm living, even if you question me, I just see you like you are just trying to weigh my brain, because I've overcome a lot. I'm a conqueror. I'm a conqueror. I've left a lot to have the peace of mind that I need. That is it. That's what matters to me. As you can see, it is coming past time, and I'm here. That is when I'm used to work. Nothing can hinder me when my desire is to do something and obtain my goal. That is it. So I'll just talk with you before I go home. So what I did, I collected some money. Like you can save like 40 bob. You put one corner, 40 coins, the coins of 40 bob every day. If you get 40 shillings, you put them. Be it they are 5 or 2, you put them in a kamkebe. We used to call them home bank. These they are like mkebe. What can I say? Mkebe is something which is made of steel or iron, like a container. It's like a jerry can made in 4 squares, and it's being torn in the top. So you go, you buy it at 25 shillings or 30 bob. Even there is the big one for 100 bob. It's like a home bank. Yeah, it's a home bank. So I put one in the 4 corners of the house. One is for 5 bob, the big 5 big kobole. Another one, the small kobole. If you know, you know. Kobole is a 5 shillings. But one is round and small. Another kobole is big and has many corners. So I used to put that in the corners of the house, and 20 shillings, another container, and 40 bob, another container. Hey guys, let me tell you, this life is so sweet when you love yourself. So the extra money that if they pay me in notes, I feel like, oh, I'm rich, and also I've eaten. They've provided for us that. So I used to appreciate, like, I'm like, oh Jesus, Alhamdulillah. That time, hey, if you know, you know. When you have a partner who sometimes becomes jealous because you are helping that person to provide, instead of that person being appreciating and being so caring, he became more jealous. He became more insecure. He used to he can leave his work and rush back home to see if I'm within the home. Like, his friends used to make jokes to him. Like, hey, you know, you have a beautiful wife. She's young. She looks very small. Someone can tell her lies, and she will leave you. Hey, how many years now? I'm like, now if I told he was alive up to date, this now could be 18 years, if not 19 years in marriage. But you know, he became too much. He started drinking. He started working with a bad company. He left his work. He was working with Unilever, the company which makes Bruband, Omo, Royco cubes, the Royco themselves, a lot of stuffs, even the salts. Let me tell you guys, he used to come like, he will just come at home any minute abruptly. Like, you just walk out of the house, you think he has gone to work, like after 30 minutes, 20 minutes, he's back at home. Like, you know, we were making jokes with my friends, and they told me like I'll come and find someone has snatched me my wife. And I'm like, seriously? When you were getting engaged to me, uzuri nishapanda nafunikia tu. Nishamaliza. Najua nimeona labda kunaweza nyesha usiku. Wacha ikuja kwanza, tumeteseka. Mwezi wa 4 umekaribia. Wacha baraka ziche. So I was like, Jesus, this man doesn't trust me anymore. To an extent that I buy for him everything, I provide for him. So now he gave me a challenge. One day, we had this bank, cooperative bank, had opened like a system whereby when you deposit money in the bank, the money will reflect on your phone. So you need to have a phone or a SIM card for Safaricom, so that mostly Safaricom, so that when you deposit your cash, the money, there's a message which will come. So the system, it was new, like it was new. It hadn't prolonged for a long time. So what used to happen is like sometimes because due to the jam, like, can I say jam? Yeah, like the jam is when there's a long queue or network issues, and they need to do it for the clients. So what they used to do is like they try to send the message, but the message will take long. So I had come from the bank because I was within Kayole. We had one bank near Naivas supermarket, the place where we call Kanisani. Catholic. Guys, my hubby became wild. Like, I'm done, guys. I'm done. Even if it's dark, I'm done. That's why the neighbor is asking me. This is how Joska looks like at night. And that place is called Last Village. At night. One day I will look for a place where it is hip. Hey, there's a dove coming here on the post. Hey, how? Jambo. Hey, there's a dove. So, what happened? There's a message which popped in my phone, and I had gone to the shower, to the bathroom, after a long day of working so tirelessly. My baby had slept. I went to take a shower to refreshen up. I didn't know if this man will see the message will hurt him. I had 68,000 Kenyan money, 68K. Hey, let me tell you, he felt like bursting. From that day, my hubby left his duties, his job. In fact, I was so supportive, but even he was like too much, anxiously want to know why am I working that much to an extent that I'm gaining a lot than him. In fact, instead of him appreciating he has a wife, a supportive wife, he became more jealous here. Guys, he didn't have peace of mind. He almost beat me. I told him it's better I go, because we were staying in the same estate with my mom, my siblings. So I told him it's better I go to my home. If you doubt me and you don't know how much I've been saving for you, to make you happy, to pay bills for you, let me walk out. I didn't complain. He used to give me less money. I never complained. I was that loving wife, the caring wife. I'm telling you, guys. Men, I guess men will watch this, but men, please be fair. Be good. If you have a supportive woman, a woman who is so caring, please don't be the problem. I'm just requesting you. If you have a woman who can put food on the table, just love her the way she is, and also support her. So for him, he became jealous. He never wanted me like to plait my hair anymore. He never wanted me like to go maybe to the market alone. He never wanted me to go and shop anything somewhere. I had a lot of reasons. I was told a lot of things. There were some conjunctions made to me. Like, now from today, to be just that housewife. Being a housewife, imagine he's giving you like 20 shillings and the life has changed, because that time we used to, I'll just have to go to the neighbor who's burning the stuffs out. He used to, that time guys, we used to like buy a cooking oil at 5 shillings, the paraffin 5 shillings. So things were a little bit cheaper, but as much as the things were cheaper, it didn't provide, mean that, or be the reason as to why he can't give me enough money or take care of me. So for me, I learned marriage life in a different way. It gave me the strength to overcome every battle. Like, it has made me to be who I am. I take life the way it is, and I love like putting myself, like I have to put the strength to sweat before I get anything. So sometimes I find like my colleagues or age mates asking me like, we don't see you going to parties, we don't see you doing extra things, like now your hubby is not here, you could have already got into another relationship. Okay, I have someone, but I am not into that, like forcing things to happen. I just let them go the way they can. They follow their channel. That is it. Because I've come to acknowledge how valuable I am. Because this life, guys, you can be too good to people, but people wouldn't know how valuable you are. So it's better you acknowledge your space. It's better you acknowledge your space. I'm fetching water from there so that I can go and rinse some clothes, which the ones I'm wearing. So our neighbor is burning those stuffs, so that maybe from tomorrow he will be planting. I don't know if I can reach there. I've never gone there, but I want to just go there and see how it goes. So now it made me to learn life the hard way, the tougher way. Like, I can survive with or without someone, because God has given us the gift of life. So that is the reason as to why I say, like, I put my priorities first, and I ask God to like provide the necessities. Whenever I'm stuck, I know that God promotes me in one way or another. He's the provider. So that is the reason as to why I usually don't engage myself in weird stuff, because I know one day things will smile. That's how we say it. Things will smile, because if you know what you are doing is right, nothing will hinder you, nothing will stop you. So no need for you to like panic and also do weird things, crazy things, or you'll be mad and destroy a lot. So I usually say, like, ladies who are outside there, if you are undergoing tough moments in your like marital status or in your relationship, and you can't make it, or you cannot manage, for the sake of the kids, please try and move or look for the best place for your family, because your kids means a lot. Your kids means a lot. That's the only thing me I can say. Don't cherish vanity. Like, you love the worldly things, and then you be hurt. So what does that teach us, or taught me in my relationship? I said it's better I fight for the kids. I'll treasure my kids than anything, because he's an elderly person. He will manage his circumstances, because due to being with a bad company, he stopped providing for the family, and he had bad advisors who were telling him things which were not really true. And apart from that, he forgot his responsibilities and duties. He became jealousy, and he forgot the fatherhood part where he was supposed to be the head of the family. So me, I just became like from the head, the neck to the head. So I had to cater for the basic needs and all the other stuffs. I had to learn it in a tough way, in a difficult manner. And whenever I see my kids now, like they are teenagers, guys, I used to put my kids on the back. One on the hand, I carry her on the front, another one on the back. I go fetch water for people to make ends meet, to buy githeri for my kids. You know, when you don't have something and you buy githeri is not for kids, let me tell you guys. You buy githeri like for 10 bob, your hubby has left you 20 shillings. So you buy githeri for 10 bob, waru, viazi, or Irish potato, 10 bob. You mix it together. Yani we call it kudokoma. When I think about that, I don't feel like getting into another relationship sooner, which will like hinder my life, my how can I say, my space. Okay, I respect myself, and I will also respect someone who comes back to my life, but in good form, in a systematic way. Because people come to your space and then they want to be on top of you. They don't know what you've been going through, like what the trauma you've been having, the stress, the depression, whatever the kids have been passing through. But there you go, you are showing him love, responsibility, you are caring. You're that person who is trying to be focused. Let me pause this so that at least life can move on. But someone comes and wants you like to adjust it immediately. Wants you to adjust immediately. Guys, what sort of life is that? If you come into someone's life, try to adjust, try to be accommodative, because this person you've already found them have already moved on. This person is welcoming, also wants you to be in their life in good way. But you don't come with force, you don't come commanding. No, just come like any other human being and be gentle, be flexible, and also try to learn the weakness of your partner so that things will go good. Me, that's the most thing I can ask someone. If you come into my life, I just ask you kindly come with a peace of mind. Don't come to disrupt you. Like for me, like now my kids are not here. I'm sleeping in my daughter's bed, and this is my son's bed. Why? I can't sleep in my room. I'm just sleeping in their room. Yeah, these are the clothes I wore yesterday. I want to wash them here. I rinse them. I cook my food here. And there's another one here. These are the stuff. I have a lot of food to eat. Tomatoes. I'm harvesting tomatoes everywhere. These are tomatoes. Like the strength of a woman. Direct from the farm. Let me go and take porridge. Because I have porridge here. So it is that way, guys. That's how good life is. I have vegetables from the farm here. And I'm just here. I acknowledge every minute that I am just here having peace of mind. Because someone used to wake up at night, in the middle of night, and starts to slap me. Like for nothing, really, like for nothing. And I'm asking him, why are you slapping? Like I'm jealous, and he starts crying. That's when he's expressing himself. Like, you know what, I'm jealousy. My friends tell me, like, you are so beautiful. One day they will snatch me, and I don't even know them. He's the one who knows them, his friends. Me, I don't know his friends, because when they come to my home, I just treat them all in universal. I cook for them, I serve them, I leave them like there. I go, I do my things, the wifey thing, the wifey stuff. So I felt like I'm living a toxic life, marital life. I said, God, give me the strength to overcome this. I just asked him, is there a way we can go back to remote, like we shall go in his home? because we had a friend like from abroad, because before he used to work in an NGO. So in the NGO, there's a friend who offered herself, like she want to support me to come back to reserve, to his home, to his biological home. So with the kids, to save the kids situation, I said no. Okay, no problem, me, I'm ready to go home. And she said, are you ready? I told her, yes, I'm ready. The only thing I don't have is cash, finances. She sent me like 40,000 Kenyan money. The 40,000 was money to come home, like to use like a transport. So I packed my stuffs and I asked him, are you ready? We go home? And he said, no. Why are you going home? Is it my mom or my dad who has married you? If you want to go home, just go, and don't and me, I will marry here. And don't just count about me. I told him it's okay. All I need is peace of mind, and where your kids will be having peace of mind. And that's why I went to up country. I went to stay up country. And for him, because since he didn't have peace of mind, he became like obsessed to drink. He began to be like addicted, excessive for drinking. He had bronchitis a little bit. He became like addicted. Finally, I heard that he had he had asthma. So me, I was just being told, because the time I went up country, I had a phone which was called Sagem. The battery got spoiled, so I didn't like use it for long. This is how I stay, because I'm all alone. I lock myself. It is that way, guys, but I'm okay. So I said, like, it's okay, no problem, as much as the kids are safe, because he used to drink and also like put the gas on, boil some milk and let it to overcook, and then the pot used to get like smoke. Maybe I was feeling ill and the kids are there, so I saw like I'm risking the lives of my kids. And also used to come like here in the bulb, he hold the bulb like this, he pulled it down. So I'm like, what kind of security am I having? This person gonna kill us one day. So that's the day I decided to leave, is the day my life began to change, and is the day that God opened my eyes. From there, it's like God prepared me early to be a widow, like that. Because as much as I went to up country, he didn't become of any support. He used to come and cry and say, like, let's come back and stay together. Oh, what? And I was like, oh, me, I'm scared. You're gonna burn us one day. The house will get burnt because of you, because you are just becoming insecure, because you've already spoiled your time, and then you think that now because you become whatever you become, I'm going to leave you. I said, if you want to stay in your home, like but not in the town, since in the town I was the one paying rent, food, and school fees for our daughter, and also I used to like to like pay bills, like almost all the bills. But what distracted me is that I when I put my business, like the biashara stuff, the kibanda, he used to come with his friends, and like 3 or 4, he say, like, put for them gideri and jahe or rice. I put for them and porridge, and he say, you know what? I know I owe you, but also you owe me. At night, I'll pay you. What is that? What kind of an answer that a husband tells a wife like that, and is not even supportive to your business? So that's how he used to affect my business. Like, he will bring friends to eat for free. If you put this one 50 bob, 50, 50, 50. And their benefits, usually their benefit, they used to get like 150 per day. So guys, we have toxic people outside here. We have people who are insecure. We have people who are like friends who can destroy your families. If your brain is so easy to be like misguided, you lose your entire family. Welcome to my porridge. It's a brown porridge which has finger millet, wheat, and sorghum, and what is that? Cassava and some other things. So even the peanuts. So I just out of the situation, I just learned like I should safeguard myself. That time I had become an old mama. I became so old. Even I'm wondering, the time that is not available, I'm becoming more younger. And I'm like, why? Because like now it's 10 years old. But I suffered after he died, for the next 5 years. I suffered for 5 years after he died. And then life became normal. Things started picking up slowly by slowly. So God's grace has been so sufficient. Sometimes when I usually talk to the widows and the orphans. If you see things are becoming tough, don't let go, never give up, but don't misuse yourself, because for us as widows, we get challenges by, like, when someone sees you are in need, or you want something, you require something, even basic needs, people lack. People want to have intimacy with you, to use you and buy for you, like soda, bread, beef, little things, like to satisfy your tiny basic things in the name of sex. It is good to have a stand. You need to have either one person, don't have more than one person, because we have sickness outside here. We have a lot of diseases. We have viruses, we have infections. And also remember, if you are a mother, what kind of picture you are portraying to your family or to your kids? So you need at least to have a stand. You need to stick to one person who is responsible, who is respectful, and also you need to know that you are so valuable. Not that when they have died that you become useless. You will not become the mtumba, or the second and thrifted clothes to every person you meet around, because everyone will want to use you. Let me bring honey. I'm sorry. Everyone will want to use you like your bread from the shop, which is supposed to be consumed by everyone, because that's the only thing I saw. When things are falling apart, you need help. Nobody's coming through for you. The only way people come through for you is that they want to have intimacy. Does that mean that is life? Our fellow widows and orphans, wherever you are, remember that God is watching you, and He can make ways in many ways. Like He can make a way where there seems to be no way. And also, I know it is not easy to achieve your goal. It has never been easy. For me, that's why I multitask myself. I can do even construction. I can be a mason. I used to even to fetch sand with a wheelbarrow. Even the stones, the bricks, I used to make them. Guys, I used to make terraces. We call it kazi kwa vijana. To get 250 to satisfy my needs. Because if I go and have intimacy with someone will send you like a transport fare, like of 100 bob, and that 100 bob, you've bargained it to reach to the final destination. You go, you satisfy his body. He will let you come to your home maybe from 7 p.m. or 8. He has misused the whole of your day. That thing made me to put X. No intimacy during daytime. You want to be my friend? No intimacy during daytime, as much as I'm a widow. At daytime, I have my responsibility as a mother, as a wife, and as a business lady. I won't be having time to misuse with another man or someone who recklessly has either family somewhere, just want to have a company to release his stress or anxiety or his depression, and just get me. Even us, we have responsibilities. Remember that we are so valuable. I feel so misused when someone calls me for a date, like daytime. No, I will have to work tirelessly. I provide food for my family. Like now they are in school. Thank God now they are teenagers, and I had to take them to boarding school. If I have you as a friend, know that during daytime, it is my time also to work as a wife, as a responsible person. If I come to you, I just come to you like now it is like 7 p.m. Yes, like 7 p.m. now, 8. It's the time I'll start from my house to come to your home or wherever we planned to meet. And I'm not coming like what? Like trash. I know my value. If you think that that's the only thing which will bring me there, forget about it. Hmm? Remember that also as we have other demands, we have other requirements. Despite that, we just don't want to talk. If you come into my life, be supportive, be caring, be that person who will at least even be romantic. Yani you try to revive that feeling. For us like me, I am ever thinking like I need to do this, I need to do this, I need to do this. Even that intimacy thing isn't even in my blood. Like responsibilities are becoming too much, overwhelming, that even I forget about self-care. So why not also you think like this might be your daughter, your mom, your sister, or your relative, or your cousin who has this cross, and respect them, value them. So guys, I think I've have overstrained this much because we were from the farm. We've made some stories, we've done it. So I want to enjoy my porridge before I think what kind of food I'm going to make. I have a lot of vegetables and tomatoes and even the kienyeji eggs. If you're within Nairobi, you want, I can sell for you the eggs. Traditional egg, we sell them at 30 shillings. Yeah, from the poultry that I have. Yeah, just promote a sister. Yeah. Yeah, and if you're within Nairobi and you don't have someone who brings liquid soap for you, I can also make it for you. And also, if you want also to start even the liquid soap business, I can also direct you where to get the chemicals from. Yeah, in this life we are here to help each other, to grow together, to support each other, you inspire, you need to learn. Not everyone who has the knowledge of what you have, so if you share, it's a blessing also to someone. Yeah, let's love ourselves, take care of ourselves whenever we are down. Okay, even me nowadays, let me tell you guys, I never knew that one day sorry, I'll be depressed. I never knew that. I used to think that depression comes to the idle minders. But there is time that in your life you'll find that there's something you want to do, but you lack it. And you don't have a way to ask for support from somewhere. So depression comes in form of overthinking and being like lonely. More so like now, you see, usually I'm not an outgoing person. As much as I make noise here in YouTube, I don't integrate with a lot of people. I'm that person. Because usually, the reason as to why, guys, I don't do that is one thing. When you are a widow, or you are wearing these shoes of a widow, people tend to think that if you get associated with the married women or ladies, you snatch their husbands. Whereby it's not necessarily like that. Not everyone who is like a go-getter to go and snatch someone's husband. You see? Uh, so it makes me like I usually used to say like people used to like how a conflict before I went to Gulf countries. I used to work in my business. I had a kibandaski. In the kibandaski, I used to, what can I say? Guys, remember this is porridge. I'm taking the brown porridge. I used to, in the kibanda, I used to have like mali stuff. I used to sell household items, the flask, the plastic, the jugs, the hot pots. I have some copies of things which I used to sell. Melamine plates, what, and I used to sell gideri also aside. I used to sell charcoal, maize, the corn, and some cereals, and also credits and items from the shop like sugar, soap, salt, matchbox, credits. What else are those? the detergents, the soft fabric softeners. I used to sell like some stuff. And also in the section of Mali Mali, I used to sell like the inner clothes, the inner wears, the pants, bike up, bras, socks for school uniforms, and also like the clothes for ladies, like these ones. Yeah, part of it. So it was like a kibanda. It was kind of big, but not that much big. But it used to sustain my needs. So I used also to like make the soaps that I told you, the liquid soap, and also still I used to wash clothes for people to make my stock be full. So that's how I used to survive. I don't know if I have the picture here. I usually have one, and even it is here somewhere. It is in the album. Guys, I've come from far. Whenever I look at that live, I see how God has brought me, how miraculous God is, how things change when you trust in Him. I usually have one picture here, but I have it in my albums. I used to be that lady, struggling to make ends meet. That's why I obtained that behavior of, like, that's, when you are doing those things, all of those, you can't have time with friends. And now, due to that, I found the ladies that we had friendship with, they used to ask, like, they compare myself with their husbands. Like, what sort of a husband are you? You see that lady, she doesn't have a husband, but her kids are going to school. This is the picture. I don't know if it will show you. This is the picture. I don't know. Let me try and shift it. So let me try and see if it will work. So it was like a comparison. I don't know if you can see this, but I have the picture. So I've come from far. This one, it held everything, like the buckets. This one, like the carrier bags, tissues. I used to sell a lot. Steel wire, toothbrush, toothpaste, pampers, always, the cereals, peanuts, shoes, slippers, boots, like all the stuff. If I think about this business, for now, I've tried, like, how can I start it? That's the thing which was giving me like depression the other week ago when I came from school. Like, I was asking a friend of mine who used to visit me to bring for me groceries and like vegetables from their farm. Like, if I decide to start that business, how much do you think will I start? Will I put down to? We calculated, guys, and I saw it coming to around 350,000 just to start the exact business, up to the way I had left it before I traveled abroad. And I'm like, Jesus, I know you will make it one day, but I have to start again from square one, step by step. So it is a lesson learned, guys. Never give up in life as much as we have challenges. Let me look for the picture. It is so look at that. The picture is this one. Let me bring the exact picture so you can see how much I used to struggle. So this is the picture of my business before I left to Qatar. And this is the same. You can see it, you can compare it. So I used to do it. The only problem I had by that time, I couldn't afford the money to put in a shop. When you want to put this kind of business in a shop, you need like to pay 6 months cash for goodwill. And also every month you need to pay like 10,000. If the house is for 10,000, every month you need to pay 10,000. And so you also have to pay the one for 6 months for goodwill. That is 60,000. So I just started like this. It was a kibanda. You can see up. Some parts had iron sheets. Some parts had what we call jamvi. This is what I was running, and it used to like to provide for me the basic needs for my kids and for me. So this business, when I want to open and put these things outside, because this is not where, this is by the road, behind the block, the fence of the wall is where I was living. So I used to like to go like 5 minutes to the home. So we used to pack them in sacks by the end of the day, and then bring them again in the road. So at night we used to close my shop like by 10 p.m. in the morning, by 8 after church every day, because I was living where there is a church, you call it Kisii Cathedral in Kisii town, because I had to shift from Nairobi to Kisii, yeah, to sustain the lifestyle or the lifespan of my kids. Yeah. So like from this section to this side was for Mali Mali, from here to this, and from this side to here had a grocery and a shop, and there is another one this side. It was so long, even the picture I had to take it in in a way so that it can be seen. So I took this picture when I was in a different circle, which we call Musoni circle. Yeah, so they wanted like to see my business, before they give me my there. I had some cash inside, so I wanted like the cash to do some stuff with it. So guys, I've come from far, and this the business I had to pause it 2019 July. It was date 11. That's when I gave it to one of my family members to take care of it. And also I had to sell some, like I sold some to like someone who was my namesake, like she was called Elizabeth. Also I sold them in wholesale form so that I can like go abroad. Because also I had a nanny, but the nanny, she took a little bit of like after 1 month, she just came out of my home. She left my kids and she went and got married. God bless her with is it quadrats? 5 kids, who are twins at the same time. One girl, one boy, 4 girls. So the business had to be shut down, and I had to look for a way to make my items to come and be sold somewhere with my one of my family members. So that is my story. So I've come from far. If you see me somewhere, please, when you throw stones, remember the stones you're throwing to me at this level is stones to build this. I want to construct a house, a permanent house. So if you throw them, I'll just hold them nicely. I don't have time to like fight with someone, and I don't have time like to compare myself with someone. I've left a lot behind. I've tried to build a lot, and I've left it with like other people, because what matters in life is peace of mind. So if you know the other story I've been giving from behind, just peace of mind. You can have things, but you don't have peace of mind. So it's better. I prefer to be living in harmony and secure than living somewhere insecure, having everything but you're crying. See that? It's rare. If you find me sick, it's rare. It's very rare to find me sick. In fact, my sickness comes from like, can I say sickness? When I go to give birth, that is the time I become sick. That is the only thing. But the rest is just a flu, like common cold. Yeah. Maybe headache. That is it. And what is it do you need again from God? Health matters a lot. So let's love ourselves and let's have our boundaries. If you see that some people are passing past your boundaries and they are disrespecting you, please don't take it like it's a small thing. Please remember that you live today. Tomorrow is not like promised. Why should you live somewhere quarreling with someone, fighting for someone or something which will make you lose your life? Me, I really acknowledge anything. And it has reached the time that I don't want to fight anything. I don't want to struggle too much. I just want to let it be. I do whatever I can at the right time, because I know one day things will just fall into place. That's what I know. as much as you are just trying to work hard. So like these stuffs, when I used to work hard to like put a stock here, there were some people who wanted also to put me down in form of another way, because they were in their relationship. They thought that maybe I was snatching this from men, but I never had even time for myself, even to go and have fun. Or to give someone his son the romantic time. No, I didn't have. I was preoccupied, you see. But now I have known it, because like now my kids are not here. I'm thinking like I think I need to have someone around me, someone to be like my better half, because time also is kicking. And sometimes like now I'm talking to you guys, you are my family, you mean the world to me. I cook my food, I edit my videos, I watch some stuffs, because also I haven't finished. I have some studies I usually do. I haven't finished copying the notes. This book needs to be filled up. I have things to copy here, to transfer. These are different lessons. I have a lot to do. You see, these are stuffs which I need to do. These are, I need to make good CVs for my job, different job. These are CVs I'm trying to make, different faculties, because whatever I've been doing, like housekeeping, home care, caregiving, and also what about that, being a chef. Being a chef is different from being a cook. So those are the CVs, and then you need to apply it online under PDF, under ATS format. So sometimes the head is like this. Who am I? I let everything to God to fall into place. So I know one day I'll stand up and I'll be in my feet, and the fire have come is God's grace. So I don't need to complain. I'm okay. I'm good. Yeah. So take care of yourself. And if you are living in a toxic life, like you have a toxic partner, please get out of there before your death comes. That's the only thing I'll tell you. Because for me, it saved me somehow. It saved us. We could have not been existing in this life. The day we chose to walk out is the day we saved our lives. The reason as to why I'm saying like that, there are things which usually used to happen which were weird, and I thought like maybe the person is so over is jealousy, or he's seeing something not on the other side which I'm not comprehending. But the day I decided like, oh Jesus, save me. You can love someone who either wants to use you or who wants you for your benefit. It needs only your value. The value added, that space you are giving that person is the reason as to why he wants you. See that? He doesn't care about your situation. He doesn't care how you are feeling. So I said like this, it is done and it is well. And since that day, I've been good. I had already I had what we call like ulcers. My ulcers were so strong, guys, to an extent that no medicine would have helped me. I used like to take omeprazole. They didn't work. I used to use carrots, banana, Irish potato. You eat them raw or cabbage raw. Oh my God, it didn't work. But the moment God restored my health, I've never used that kind of medicine. I don't know. I usually used to see it white and pink, and you do it like this. It was like inside it has white and pink stuffs, which are the same as the spider plant. Alhamdulillah, the rain is coming. Oh guys, I planted beans and corn. The rain is coming. Tomorrow I'm going to plant something different. Tomorrow I want to plant behind here watermelon, and I add extra okra. I don't miss okra. Okra is good for those people who have ulcers. If you can't eat sukuma wiki, this is the remedy. I keep on telling you guys. Thank you so